How's it going, Angel Army? I'm back. In this video, we will take a look and analyze 4 monsters from the Tomahawk Angel universe. Before the video starts though, I would like to share something about myself with you guys. No worries though, if you want to skip ahead, I'll include timestamps. So here we go. I have been drawing manga for about 6 years now, and my favorite thing while drawing would be watching YouTube videos. I always admired the content creators, and I would non-stop daydream about becoming one myself. Not necessarily one with a big following, but one whose videos would be enjoyed by the viewers. However, it would be very hard for me to make that a reality. You see, I'm an introverted person. Sorry about that. Anyway, I really wanted to make my own videos, but I was very self-conscious. I wasn't able to speak clearly. I would stumble on my words, and I thought that no one would like my content. Sometimes though, I would somehow muster up the courage to start working on a video, but at that exact moment, all these bad thoughts would instantly flood my brain and keep me from recording. It was very clear to me that my own mind was against me. Well, until I decided that enough was enough. So, with that out of the way, let the video begin. Entity: BlackRoot. Description: the BlackRoot possesses a thick layer of skin covered in an unknown slimy substance. The eyeless head of the creature is almost spherical in shape, reminiscent of a single hanging testicle. The head is also housed to multiple teeth-like appendages which are used to grab onto prey. The BlackRoot also has a tail, which has the ability to produce roots made out of a black organic material, the functionality of which will be explained later. Behavior description: these creatures have been observed to stay stationary for long periods of time. They can stay unmoving for months or even years. It is theorized that while they're in that dormant state, they feed themselves by excreting a sticky substance from their tail, slowly forming roots that spread and consume organic as well as inorganic matter located around them. If spread enough, the roots will slowly form a hive-like structure with hanging growths which will later develop into younger versions of the same monster. Experts in the Cortex Biostudy division have confirmed that the BlackRoot is cloning itself at an alarming rate. This monster can be encountered in underground subways in areas where direct sunlight cannot reach. However, it is yet unknown whether sunlight actually hurts the creature. Entity: Snatcher. Description: the Snatcher is a bipedal predator with pale hairless skin and long arms equipped with razor-sharp nails that range anywhere between 20 and 40 centimeters long. Just like the BlackRoot, the Snatcher lacks any visible sets of eyes. In the backside of its head, there are vibrating tentacle-like appendages that are believed to act like sensory organs primarily used for hunting. Behavior description: despite its large size, the Snatcher is a stealthy predator, often staying still for long periods of time, just like a chameleon. This monster strikes right before the victim takes notice of its presence, and with the use of its long curved nails, the Snatcher impales the victim and grabs onto it until the target stops moving. A strange thing about this creature is that it doesn't eat its victims by inserting them into its mouth, but instead it pushes them into a slit which is located on its forehead. This, however, begs the question, what is the mouth then used for if not for eating? We don't know. Yet. The method by which this species reproduces is still yet unknown. Entity: Morph. Description: the morph is a parasitic organism with 8 slender spider-like legs. However, unlike spiders, it is not an arthropod. The morph is covered in smooth pale skin and spikes which protrude from its back. One of the most distinct characteristics of this creature is its large sac in the backside of its body, which can be inflated and deflated depending on the circumstances. It is important to note that the morph also has a tail, just like the majority of the monsters. Lastly, the mouth area of the morph seems to have multiple appendages, which are used for grappling onto victims, as we can see in the photograph. Behavior description: the morph is an active hunter, and it has been determined that its role within the monster ecosystem is to produce variations of its species that can better adapt in the environment around them. The way this happens is the following. The morph hunts for a victim, and if successful in doing so, it attaches itself onto it, absorbing part of its biomass. In the next stage, the morph extracts DNA from the eaten flesh, dismantles it, and then reconstructs it, creating an entirely new organism as a result. In stage 3, the morph starts growing the newly formed embryo inside the sac. During this process, the morph's sac will start inflating as the baby grows bigger and bigger. In this stage, the morph is quite vulnerable and will go into hiding. This is the reason why impregnated morphs are rarely seen wandering about. In most cases, they are seen inside buildings and houses. Entity: ShadowDrake. Description: the ShadowDrake is a jet black bipedal dragon-like creature with huge flexible dorsal spines all across its back, a long tail and no arms. It varies in sizes. For example, it can be as short as a large dog or as tall as a full-grown giraffe. Its head closely resembles a catfish head with human teeth and a set of 2 small human eyes. It is believed that the ShadowDrake is one of the species that was created by the morph that was previously mentioned in the video. Behavior description: Cortex submarines have located the ShadowDrake in deep underwater sea levels, which leads scientists to believe that this creature has incredible adaptive capabilities, as it's able to survive in both water as well as dry land alike. This predator is known to swallow its prey whole, just like a snake. However, unlike snakes, the ShadowDrake can swallow a prey that is as much as 3 times its body weight. Researchers have attributed this amazing but also terrifying ability to the powerful but extremely elastic muscle tissue that the monster seems to possess. There have been witnesses who claim to have seen unable to move ShadowDrakes with bloated stomachs, presumably due to overeating. However, on an empty stomach, this monster is extremely agile and dangerous. The means by which it reproduces are currently unknown. Despite its amazing adaptive capabilities, there is a decline in the population of this particular monster species. That is why it's believed that its reproductive system is in some way fundamentally flawed. All these monster species are part of a greater universe. If you want to find out more about them, feel free to read my manga called Tomahawk Angel on the Tapas platform. I will include the link in the description. Thank you for watching, take care, and see you next time.